Hey Libra, welcome to your July 2025 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead here and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. I do want to announce, of course, that I am still running a sale on my personal readings. If you're interested in that, that link will be down below in the description of this video. Let's take a look here, Libra. What is going on? You did pull the World card here for the overall energy. This World card has been coming out a lot. It seems to me everybody is closing out some type of cycle or some type of chapter in their life, or just something is coming full circle here for a lot of people. And I think you're one of them here, Libra, with this World card. World card also as well can be relocations, moving, travels. So there could be things of that nature here for some of you Libras watching this reading. Of course, we're about to get a lot more specific, but let's keep going here. Oh man, Libra. Let's see. I do pick up some restless energy here, like you feeling restless, having some anxiety, possible doubts here in regards to like certain decisions, or you're wondering what's going to be the best decision here, what actions to take. I think things will be fine here, Libra. Let's keep going here. That seems to also be the theme in the readings, that people are kind of having a lot of doubt, worry, anxiety about the future. But it seems to me like in all the reads where that's the case, it turns out a lot better than people are expecting. I think Mars being in Virgo with the South Node can definitely be very restless, specifically because the dispositor of Virgo is Mercury and it's retrograde right now. So, you know, it's been in shadow all month too, right? Or not all month, but almost all month. Anyways, let's keep going here, Libra. You pulled this Descendant card that says invitation here. Yep. I think it's like the universe is inviting you somewhere new, right? And the Descendant is where endings do happen. When we talk about the symbology of the Ascendant and Descendant, Ascendant is the beginning of the day, right? The Descendant is the end of the day, right? Where the sun sets. And so it becomes like endings in a way, but it's also an invitation here. So like this could literally be showing up literally in your life as an invitation from maybe another person, or literally it's like the universe is like, here, like there's something new, like take the invitation to begin something new. It's like you're closing out something, or you're letting go of something, or it's just like something new that's being offered to you. Yeah, you would think that like you wouldn't usually tie in endings to like the seventh house, the Descendant, but it is. It's not just the eighth house, right? Yes, the seventh house is relationships, but if you think about a symbology, like the first house is the beginning, right? And it's the east. So it's like the sun rises in the east, it sets in the west, right? So it's like sun rises, and then the seventh house is like where the sun sets, so it deals with endings, like the day's ending. So like a chapter's ending, something's ending here. And it's something new that you're almost being invited to. So let's see here. I want to call you Virgo. Some of you have Virgo in your chart. You pulled the Simplicity card here. Yeah, I think right now it's like focusing on getting back to simplicity here. This is a good reading. We're about to dive into your reading here. But it's like something is making things a lot more lighter. I think you're becoming a lot more lighter too. It's like maybe you're getting rid of a lot of stuff here. Maybe you're making room for stuff. You're making space for stuff. Or you're just trying to get back in that energy of lightness here. Let's see here. Let's keep going. And you pulled this, a new start is coming. So boom, there it is, right? A new moon card, which is a new cycle, a new chapter here. And that's symbolic of the World card here being the overall energy. And then you have the Nine of Swords here in your current energy. It's like, yeah, I mean, anytime you're about to begin a new cycle, like think about it, when the sun sets, like we just like imagine this, right? Imagine this, like the sun sets, it's the end of the day. And it's like, it's bright outside all day, then it sets, and then it becomes dark. And what does the dark represent? Well, the dark represents the unknown, right? So what does the unknown create in us? Well, it creates uncertainty, right? And it starts to make us think and maybe overthink about, okay, all the possibilities, probabilities, you know, it starts to bring anxiety about, you know, what's to come because it's not fully visible yet, right? So I think like that's sort of what I see here going on with you here, Libra, with this Nine of Swords. Stress, worry, anxiety about, sort of this new sort of thing that's unfolding here. Answers here that you're kind of looking for. You do have the Knight of Swords in your challenge and the Five of Pentacles as your advice here. I mean, the Knight of Swords it makes a lot of sense why it's in the challenge, because the Knight of Swords deals with decisiveness based upon clarity to be able to make decisions. Right? So it's like you're looking for clarity. You feel like you don't have the clarity here. So it's like maybe it's hard to really think about or understand like what's going to be the best actions in regards to decisions and stuff like that. But the Five of Pentacles, as your advice is saying here, to remember that you're in a transition at this time. So although it may be a struggle, it's important not to identify with the victim mindset, but to embrace the new thing that's happening. It's like, yes, you may be struggling right now, but you won't be struggling forever. Like you'll be able to get through it. It may feel cold right now, like it may feel lonely right now, but you will make it through here. You have the Seven of Wands here in the future position, which is why I feel that, because the Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's also a card of triumph as well. It's like overcoming the odds, right? But you can only overcome the odds through like standing up for what it is that you believe in and fighting for what it is that you believe in, right? Like taking the initiative. The Seven of Wands is Mars and Leo. Mars deals with strength, right? And Leo deals with confidence and authority. So it's like stepping into your authority, being confident, and taking charge, taking the lead. And through doing that, you overcome like the challenges. Which the challenge would be the Five of Pentacles, because the fives in the tarot represent challenge. It almost forces you to get creative, fives, right? Because there's tension, there's challenges, there's blockages. It's like it forces you to find a solution, and it's uncomfortable, right? It's kind of like a square in a chart, right? So some of you may have some like squares going on to your descendant or your ascendant at this time. You did pull the King of Wands here in the outcome position. King of Wands is also a card of success. It's getting into a position of strength with the King of Wands. It's also coming out on top as well. So King of Wands is when you're rooted and seated in your power. Your vision is clear. You're confident. And you can see the future. Like the King of Wands is one of those cards that can see the future. He's the visionary in the tarot. So it's like right now your vision may be blurry. You may feel disoriented or not have all the answers, right? You're kind of in this period of the unknown, restless, anxious. But I feel like you'll like your perception will widen here. Let's clarify your reading. Oh, Libra. Clarify the world. Clarify the world card for the overall energy. Let's see what this cycle is here. Let's see. You pulled the Three of Swords. Yeah, for some of you it could be a breakup, separation, and that's not always the case with the Three of Swords, but because you have the descendant here, the descendant does connect to the 7th house of relationships, and it also connects to the West, and the West represents endings, and so it could be that, right? It could be all those synergized together. So I think also, too, with the Three of Swords being here, like the Three of Swords is just symbolic of heartbreak, unfairness, feeling like, man, I just went through something super rough, and it's like finally it's kind of over, but now I got all these questions about what the hell I'm doing for my future, or what the hell I'm going to do going forward, right? Clarify the Nine of Swords in your current energy. You pull the Ace of Pentacles here. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is always, it signifies, of course, it's a new beginning. It's a potential new beginning here. But with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like it's just the seed that's just been planted, so you don't even know how it's going to harvest, right? But the reminder is that the Nine of Swords, it's like when we become restless and when we become very negative, right? Because we look at the facts of our situation and we put a frame around those facts. And you can always there's always positive and negative to facts. That's Gemini. Gemini teaches us that there's duality. There's positive and negative. There's light and shadow. Light and shadow. And so, but most of the time when we're going through a Three of Swords and the World card, it's like when we're going through bullshit, basically, it's like our mind automatically just puts a frame around the facts as negative, right? And because we kind of feed that negativity, it creates a belief of doubt, and it makes us restless and have anxiety. It makes us feel like, makes us question, do we have the power to overcome our circumstances or to move in a better direction? So that's the challenge with the Ace of Pentacles, also with the Nine of Swords in your current energy. It's like, yes, this is a brand new, potential new beginning, but what comes with that at first is always sometimes, right? It's like the restlessness, the negativity, the worry. Because it's like when you plant a seed, you don't know how it's going to harvest, right? But it's going to harvest, it's going to grow, but it's just like, because you can't see it. Our eyes make us doubt things. Clarify the Knight of Swords in the challenge. You pull the Lovers here. And also too, yes, the Lovers does deal with love. And so it's like this could definitely be a separation in regards to a relationship, fallout in regards to a relationship. But also this is the relationship to yourself, the Lovers. And the Lovers is Gemini. Right now we have Venus in Gemini. And Gemini deals with truth. What do I mean by truth? Like Gemini deals with what's your truth, right? So like the truth. So for instance, yeah, you also have you have the Death card here already in the read. But anyways, you come out on top here, Libra. Like you will get through this. But however, it's like the Lovers deals with, you can say timelines, or you can say our highest spiritual path. But right now, it's like you don't know what the truth is. Like you don't know what time. Like you're trying to understand what's true for you at this time in regards to the direction you're trying to go. Like you may feel a little bit lost. So I see that. Also, the Lovers and the Knight of Swords deals with choices and having to make choices, right? Between relationships, you and yourself, right? So the challenge is like maybe sacrificing relationships, letting people go, so that way you can align here with your highest timeline. And the Nine of Swords in your current energy, Nine of Swords is Mars in Gemini, so it's like having to make decisions, Mars, that are rooted in truth. So you have to like look at the harsh reality of things, Three of Swords, of cycles, karmic chapters, karmic cycles, relationships, situations, people, places, things, right? And are they really in alignment with your truth, right? Like, what is the truth telling you? Like, is it good? Is it not good? Does it need to be cut out of your life? Does it not need to be cut out of your life? Clarify the. Also, I do kind of pick up the Lovers can represent separation in a challenge, where you feel separate, like you feel alone. Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles. And so like your advice with this would actually be like to seek out connection and community, that you don't have to do it all alone. Clarify the Seven of Wands in the future. You pull the Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, I mean, the Knight of Pentacles is a card of persistence, endurance, and it is a card of patience, right? So it's like your patience pays off here with the Seven of Wands. It's through like you being persistent, enduring, and patient with your situation that you're overcoming this with the Seven of Wands. I see you I see your faith really being strengthened as well. One of the things I was like reading, and one of the notes I made just the other day, I was like, I think it was like faith is forged in fire. I think it's what I wrote. Or faith is forged through pain. That like a lot of the times we're in painful situations. Now it just depends, right? Like it just depends. Like when a situation is there to help us grow and evolve, and we know that this situation is helping us grow and evolve, but it's uncomfortable, and so that's the pain, right? It's like we want to get out of that pain, but we don't even realize it's like it's in that challenge, in that struggle, that your faith is actually forged. Because faith without work is there's no faith at all, right? So it's like by doing the work, even though it's difficult and it's hard, you get a reward from it. And one of the rewards is like the Seven of Wands. It's like having your faith being strengthened. What I mean by faith is like your ability to believe that good things will happen if you continuously work and push through things, which makes you more optimistic and have more trust and faith when you're going through difficult things, because you know you've overcome them before. Am I going too deep, y'all? Clarify the King of Wands in the outcome position. You pull the Eight of Wands here. The Eight of Wands is a card of is the height of ambition. Also, it deals with positivity, specifically when it comes to one's mindset, how they relate to things. And it is rooted in optimism with the Eight of Wands and the King of Wands, right? So, and again, the Eight of Wands is big, broad, lofty goals, things feeling more expansive after almost feeling as if you've been literally being squeezed into a new cycle here, to where everything just feels tight and there's like a lot of pressure right now. But the King of Wands, Eight of Wands is like the expansion and the new birth that's happening. So this looks good here. Give me one more on this. Give me one more for Libra. Let's see. Pull the Five of Wands, which is overcoming competition as well, blocks, challenges, also overcoming your old self as well. Five of Wands is symbolic of like where your ego is going through growth, your sense of self is going through growth. Clarify the Five of Pentacles as your advice. You pull the Three of Cups here. I knew it. Three of Cups is a card of community. It's also a card of family support. And with the Five of Pentacles as your advice, you know, you don't have to do it all alone. I would seek out relationships at this time. If you feel separate, if you feel distant from people, you know, and you feel alienated here, Nine of Swords, you know, seek out community support, whether it's family, friends, community, networks. Because that's the thing with Pluto being in Aquarius is like, why do you think Aquarius rules aliens, right? Like, because like Aquarius can be like, because Aquarius rules connection to like groups and communities, right? Friends. And so when you have connection, you don't feel alone. But also the shadow side of Aquarius can be disconnection. And so with Pluto, it's like, you have to understand that Pluto allows for you to be able to understand your place in this cosmic scheme of things. And so if you're not rooted in that healthy Pluto Aquarius energy at this time where we're at, like in regards to connection, groups, community, friendships, relationships, you're gonna feel alienated and you're gonna feel alone, and it's gonna suck. And a lot of the times you have to think why that is, because the opposite of Aquarius is Leo. And what is Leo? Well, Leo rules the sun. What is the sun? Well, the sun is visibility. You have to allow yourself to be visible, to be seen. Which I'm not saying you're not doing that, right? I'm just painting a big picture. Clarify the Death card. You pull the King of Cups here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of. The Death card is symbolic and metaphor, and a metaphor for, it's the slow withering away of an old life, of an old lifestyle, of a relationship, of a job, a career, a certain path that you're on. And it's a slow breakdown of things. That's why the Death card is like, man, I'm going through a transformation. You can feel it. And it's like it's stripping away an old identity as well, but also at the same time, a new identity is being forged. Right? So the Death card is like, it's that slow process of the withering away of things. But through that comes rebirth and a metamorphosis. And that's that King of Cups here clarifying this, which is what's going to come out of this is spiritual and emotional maturity that will be a strong foundation of wisdom for you moving forward, to where you're growing and evolving basically spiritually and emotionally. But also this will help you as well guide other people with the King of Cups. So we went deep in this one, Libra. So I'm gonna leave your reading here. I think here you're closing out a cycle here. It's been a heartbreaking one. I definitely feel like it's definitely been heavy, and you probably feel like a lot of pressure at this time. You can feel very alienated, which I feel like, remember, you don't have to do everything alone. Like, seek out community groups, because you're just going through a transition with the Five of Pentacles. And so the Five of Pentacles is never permanent. It's just like when you're in it, it's like, damn, this sucks. But I do see you coming out on top, Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, through your persistence and endurance here. And with the Seven of Wands, it is symbolic of like getting back into a strong position, and the King of Wands, Eight of Wands is you finding a finding a new level of confidence and vision for your future, and also your like a new identity that's being born from this, which is giving you a stronger sense of self. So that's what I got for you, Libra. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. Again, my readings are on sale if you want a personal read. And otherwise than that, Libra, I'm wishing you the best, and I will see you later.